Consent. It's a piece of cake. Imagine that you're baking a cake for a friend. Once the cake is baked, frosted, and decorated, you ask them, "Hey, would you like a piece of cake?" And they say, "Yes, please. I would love a piece of cake. Thank you." Then you'd know that they want a piece of cake. And if you ask another friend, "Hey, would you like a piece of cake?" And they say, I'm not really sure. Then you can slice them a piece of cake, or not, but be aware that they might not eat it. And if they don't eat it, and this is the important part, don't make them eat the cake. If you ask another friend if they'd like a piece of cake and they say, no thank you, then don't slice them a piece of cake at all. Just don't make them cake. Don't make them eat cake. Don't get annoyed at them for not wanting cake. They just don't want cake, okay? They might say, "Yes, please, that's kind of you." And then when the cake arrives, they actually don't want the cake at all. Sure, that's kind of annoying as you've gone through all the effort of making the batter and baking it in the oven and even decorating it. But they remain under no obligation to eat the cake. They did want cake, but now they don't. Some people change their minds, and that's okay. And if they are not paying attention, don't make the cake. Because people that are not paying attention don't want cake, and they can't answer the question, "Do you want cake?" because they are simply not paying attention. Okay, maybe they were paying attention when you asked them if they wanted cake, and they said, "Yes." But in the time it took you to make the batter, bake it in the oven, and decorate the cake, they are now not paying attention. You should just put the cake down. And let me reiterate the important part again. Don't make them eat the cake. If someone said yes to cake once, that doesn't mean that they want you to make them cake all the time. Just because they ate cake before doesn't mean they want it again. But if you can understand how completely crazy it is to force people to eat cake when they don't want it, and you're able to understand when people don't want cake at all, then you can understand that it is the same thing when it comes to physical contact. And whether it is cake or holding hands, hugging, or any other form of touch, consent is everything. On that note, having respect for one another is very important, and no means no. Yum.